Howdy, and welcome back to Bucket List RC. My name is Drew. Now, a month ago, I made a 30-second, 20-second short telling you I was building a crawler course, a mountain, rebuilding my life, and building a YouTube channel. And from that little video, I've had a lot of questions and a lot of support. We are up to 13 subscribers just from that one video, and I can't tell you how blown away I am. I'm trying to chew bubble gum and talk at the same time, so forgive me. But I didn't want you just looking at nothing. Now, 13 subscribers. The name of the mountain is Dusty's Mountain because, well, you see Dusty. She has taken over. She lets me play on it. Yeah. Anyway, the Dusty 13, the first 13 subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, this is turning out so good. Sorry. But 13 subscribers. Yeah, that's nuts. And it was a 20-second video. Lunch is ready. And I was terrified the whole time. And the response has been terrific. Jump cut. Pizza's ready. Anyway, it's been awesome. And there was a lot of questions about the project. And I wanted to answer why before we get into the how. I'm going to show you the how. And this is going to be quite jumpy because I'm not used to making videos. So I will come back to you in a minute. Okay, I'm ready to go now. I have to read my notes so I can stick to it and get through it quickly. 5 years ago, I was living in New York, building my RC collection, and I was going to start a YouTube channel when I began getting ill. 2 years ago, I came to Florida to a homeless shelter, broke, no credit, and basically ready to die. After 6 months in the shelter, I got this apartment. 6 months later, I discovered that the medications I was taking were making me ill and had to quit them. So now a year later, I had begun to recover from the weeks-long bouts, 3 years of vomiting and not being able to eat and basically wasting away. I finally stopped losing weight and stopped losing strength. And I'm slowly, gratefully, getting healthier, getting happier. And I mentioned that story because it is the reason I'm here and why I'm doing this. But also right now in New York, there was a recent shooting and everybody is talking about the healthcare system. And after the news cycle dies, and they quit talking about the good-looking kid that ruined his life, I would like you to remember that there are millions of us who have dealt with healthcare issues, who are just doing the best they can, one day at a time, and they're not hurting anybody. Now, that's the why of Bucket List RC. I got to fix that. Now let's get to the fun part of how I'm building this mountain. Because as you could probably see, I had to stop to make the video. It's so much fun doing. So I'm going to pause and we're going to get right to it. All right. Thank you. I know I said we'd get right into it, but before Dusty took her after lunch nap, she wanted me to remind you that YouTube says I need 50 subscribers to do live streams. This shot here shows where and how I started. I laid down a 1-inch by 2-inch strips on either side of the plywood and then built the big box to the right where the crawler is coming through now. And then I simply built another one on top of it, or excuse me, to the left of it. And then later came along with the cardboard and covered it up. Now this spot here is going to be my crawler garage or my crawler cave, 24 scale garage for displaying and, well, playing with my trucks. Everybody wants to see the foam. Don't be afraid of the foam. All right, I'll explain some of the techniques because everybody wants to see it. But really, you'll learn more when we go to cut it. So prime your can slowly because it will want to come out all at once. The faster you spray it, the faster you have to move, the more consistency you need to move. I like to get it primed up, coming out. Come on. There we go. Now, if you pull it, you get a nice smooth stream. But what I like to do is try and pay attention to what gravity would do and do one spot at a time. Just go back and forth. Go over top the little flicks that you throw out. This is when your tube starts to get full on the tip. You just flick it. Gives you rocks. Just take your time with it. Try and think about what it might look like if, you know, stuff's falling off the mountain. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to come back later and cut it up. This saves a lot of figuring out. See, I'm trying to do this pretty, but it really doesn't matter. The vertical parts are the hardest because, of course, gravity. And this stuff likes to stick in more than one spot. If you can get it to stick in more than one spot, it will stick better. Oh, we're going to get a big booger. There you go. There's no rhyme or reason. Just get it covered. If you do get this on your skin, don't panic. Finish off the can and don't touch it. Just go to the sink and dump some Dawn on it or whatever your laundry soap is. Goop it up with your laundry soap. Then splash a little water on it. Get the suds going real thick. Then scrape it off with your fingertips. And if you do it just like that, pretty much that quick, it won't stick on your hands overnight. And if you get it on your clothes, you're pretty much just screwed. Let it dry, peel it off. Hope you don't rip it. All right, so once we've got that all spread out, basically now we have white lava. And we need to make it look like rocks. This is actually a lot more fun to do when you're not trying to explain it. So I'm just going to show you or tell you, find the rock in the pile of foam. It's there. So all I really want to do is just round them off a little bit so they don't look quite like blobs of foam. This little guy right here, we can turn him into a couple of sticks, a couple of rocks, I'm sorry. So we're just going to go in at an angle, cut a little groove, pop that out, do it again here, and here, and pop that out. There you go. You got a rock. Remember, we're going to come back over this later with different coverings. I have a few in mind. So we need to make sure that the globs of goo have enough space in between them that they actually look like a rock. This one's already got a little bit. We're just going to take a little bit more out, take some of the round stuff off, and just make it look a little flatter, you know? Again, it's easier to do it than it is to explain it. If you see all the black spots, I'm trying to carve around the black spots because that tells me that that's where the truck is grabbing but slipping. So I kind of want that. So I don't want to scrape off too much of the black spots. Well, there you have it. Before we go, please take the time to like and subscribe, ask any questions you have, leave any comments you have about the project. And remember, take life's garbage, graft it with some hope, and come back and see me again. Thank you very much and happy holidays. Hi. This whole video I was supposed to be telling you about all the awesome projects I have coming up, but I kept forgetting. I got lots of cool projects coming up. I got a whole parking lot to play in. I need a daily driver.